Hello everyone and welcome back for another episode of Diablo 3. Now, before we get too far into the episode, I just wanted to have a quick chat about what's really left for us to do this season. So obviously we have the third conquest. That's what we're going to be trying to focus on today. That's going to be just speedrun. If I don't manage it today, then we'll probably do the same tomorrow and tomorrow and tomorrow and tomorrow and tomorrow, and we will eventually get it. It's just going to be a matter of luck and skill, both of which I am sorely lacking at the moment. The other thing I wanted to talk about was the set dungeons. So, in the past, I've gone through and I've done all the barbarian ones. I've also gone through and done all of the witch doctor ones. Hooray! For the wizard, we've only done 2. We've done the firebird way back when. And we've obviously done Veers at the moment. So once I've got that other conquest, we're going to go through and we're going to do Delci's Magnum Opus and Tal Rasha's Elements, as long as there is enough time, of course. I mean, if it takes me until the middle of May to actually get this conquest, we may run out of time and you guys may have gotten bored and gone elsewhere. I don't know. I mean, the season's going to be quite long. So we'll try and get those done this season. If we do manage it, then I'll probably finish there because there's not going to be a great deal more other than just pushing deeper and deeper into the greater rifts. And for that, the time commitment and skill commitment probably exceeds my casual gaming threshold. But at least we have a plan for what we have left to do. And then next season, I'll pick one of the other classes that we haven't yet finished off and go through and do those. But anyway, back to today. So we're on Torment 10, and we're going to be trying to speedrun as much as we can. And if we get it right away, then that's just like going to be absolutely ace. But I know how these things inevitably go, and it's better to have a lot of opportunity and hopefully get lucky once than the alternative. Right, let's build up some Chandotto's stacks just before we get in, because that will definitely help us a little bit. Doesn't have to be many, just enough that as we're going around we're instantly killing stuff with the explosion. In fact, you know what, I may as well get all 20 because why the hell not? Let's temporarily back away from that. I mean, that was a little bit much. Obviously, our armor ran out. Let's drink this. Yeah, without our armor, we do take a lot of damage from things, and especially without the Archon stacks. So, speedrunning in a slightly more competent fashion. Let me just have a look at my clock for when we're going to start this. And here we go. No, this is almost certainly not going to be the right one. I mean, there's always going to be a slight chance, but realistically we know this is not going to be the right rift for it. And one thing I am going to need to get better at is my accurate teleporting. But this is only the first episode of the session, so I'm going to give myself this one to get back in the swing of everything. And hopefully that will put us in good stead for the next one. And there was definitely a ghoul over there, but I don't know where he was. It's going to be fast, it's just not going to be fast enough. But as I said, these things are always potluck. Whether you get the pylons, whether you get the elite packs. But yeah, we're just over 2 minutes actually, looking at things. 2.5 minutes at the moment. Still, not a bad first little warm-up thing. Let's grab up what we can. Definitely get that wand, get the helmet. We can work on getting more Chandotto's stacks for next time, of course. Right, if we've got enough time. Was there anything worth grabbing back here? Don't really think so. Alright, that's fine. Let's ID this stuff just in case. We could end up with an amazing wand. Not that amazing. I think we'll just salvage these up actually. I will check just to make sure we have a spare. Yeah, we do have a spare wand. So that can go. And straight back in. And that's what this evening is going to be. It's going to be just like, how many speedruns can we get done? Not going brilliantly, not going terribly, but it has to go brilliantly, and it has to be the right rift. And in a rift like in a perfect rift, we can't afford to take wrong turns. We can't afford to be wasting our time. I think we've got all the bits. Yeah, we're just not getting the density really. Plenty of elites, but the yellow orbs aren't giving us that much. Worst teleporting ever. End up getting snagged and unable to move. This is why we need a nice open area, so we can plan our, well, I say plan our movements. We'll have like a fraction of a second to plan movements in between different things happening. But we can pretend to plan our movements at least. And it'll be easier to cluster everything together as well. So we're a good minute behind at the moment. This is not a fast map for us. come back and grab this in just a moment. Yeah, not a particularly fast one. Oh, we got the star helm. That's cute. Let's get a couple more Chandotto's stacks before we leave. In preparation for the next run. It'll make the start just a little bit easier. There we go, 20 stacks. So, shoulders, don't really care too much about them. We'll jump in for another one. We'll do a bunch of IDing at the same time later. Right, ready for my teleport. Here we go. Alright, we're going to stop to kill this guy just because we could get something really cool out of him. And because we're stopping, that means that the rest of this doesn't really need to be a speed run. We'll still do it fast. But it wasn't going to be a great map anyway. Another couple up here, alright. Grab that, grab that, grab that. Yeah, we're just not getting the progress. Monster density isn't really enough for what we want. That went okay, but we're only halfway through and we are, geez, already so much into our time. 1.5 minutes into our time. I'm actually thinking for mobility it's a bit easier if I don't hammer the explode button all the time, so I might try that in the future as well. Only 66%. Super slow area. Still, not to worry. As I say, we will eventually get that perfect rift. And if we don't manage it the first time, we will keep practicing and keep getting better until we do get it. As they say, practice makes perfect. If at first you don't succeed, keep hammering your head into that brick wall like the stubborn fool that you are. Oh, Jesus Christ, guys, stop it. So, yeah, way over the time. Not a surprise because of the goblin, if nothing else. Worth it for all the death threats we got, though. I mean, this wasn't going to be a great run anyway. Just from the nature of this map. I mean, look at this place. Alright, we have the Chandotto stacks. We should probably clear a little bit of space. There we go, we can leave the rest. And in we go for another one. Which enemies defy all reason? I don't see any. There we go, these guys will do, but this is not the amazing start I was hoping for, I will say that. Anything worthwhile down here? Now, I know this can take days and days and days to get, so I am completely managing my own expectations with regards to how long this will take me to manage. But I've done it before. In fact, I've done it before with an exploding Archon, so I know it's possible. Alright, so not down this way. I mean, this is not a great layout for a place to try it in. And it's right at the very start of each rift, I'm looking down at the clock, just so that I have an idea. But when it gets like this, so we've already gone past the 2 minutes. We're 2 minutes 10 seconds at the moment. And we are so far from what we need. It is almost funny. Like, if this was your regular Rift experience, you would think 2 minutes wasn't possible. At least not without help. There we go. Rift Guardians summoned. Where the hell are they? There you are. Right, let's head back to town. We'll hand this in. Disappointing Auric every day. That's what we're doing at the moment. Right. All the bits and bobs. Let's push on and we'll get a couple more Jandotto stacks. Doesn't have to be many, so even just the environment like this will be plenty. Ooh, power pylon. Bit too late for us, but that doesn't really matter. Yeah, we've got plenty of space. Alright, here we go. In for another one. Never give up. Never surrender. Even if you end up in the worst place on Earth. I mean, we could get very lucky if the density keeps up, but I really don't think so, because we need to be exploding on stuff while we're killing the elites. And this place is a maze. Plus my teleporting accuracy is abysmal, oh my god. I mean, we will keep hoping, of course, but I think this time is definitely a no-go. We'd need some absolute magic. If we'd started in this area, then I might have had a bit more hope, because normally the elite density in here is pretty damn good. I like the Oasis. It's not the best, but it is generally very good. No, we passed the time limit. Just past it. So, no matter which way you cut it, this is a dead one. Could have been amazing. Oh well, we'll get some more Chandotos stacks, of course. And of course, all the loot. Well, I mean, that's good enough. 18 stacks is plenty. Right, we will just clear a little bit more space. We'll put that Garrigan point in. We're not going to be leveling up much at the moment, but that's fine. And we will try once more. Don't know how I feel about this one. I definitely don't like doors. That much I know. Okay, another elite. Exploded a bit much. I'd love it if you could just stand on them as they explode and get all the orbs as they come flying out. That would be really cool. Yeah, I suspect this one is not going to be a successful run. There we go. Popped him open. And we need some more to kill. Who is next? I think just push straight on. Okay. Not terrible in here, but I think it's going to be too little, too late. That was some pretty quick progression, though. Right, heading back to town. I mean, that one must have been close-ish. But close-ish doesn't cut it. We need it to be under the time. Under the time, or else it just won't count. Yeah, no thanks. I do trust my armor, but at the same time, I'd rather not risk absolute destruction. Okay, well, we've got plenty of space. Let's hop in for another one. We can keep doing this for quite a while. It is not a good rift. No matter which way you cut it. If there's no mobs nearby, no elites. Then you can keep trying as much as you like, but you're just not going to manage it. Nothing to kill is no progress. Certainly not in a timely fashion. This isn't even the right way. Right, back we go. And we've got good movement. I'm very happy with how we're moving around in Archon form. But we do need the right mobs to kill. And the right rift area. Won't they, huh? Well, I mean, I think they did go down easily. But who am I to judge? I mean, I'm only the hero in this story. Cormac is actually probably the best person to sing your tales of daring do. Because you know he's gonna really oversell you to everyone. He'd be like, yeah, there was 50,000 and the lieutenant fought for hours and hours and eventually turned the tide against the demons. He's a hero. And really, like, you just exploded at them and most of them died instantly. It's all extra stacks for us. Always happy to destroy another couple of explodey dudes. Alright, 9 stacks is probably plenty. We've got loads of space still, but I'll make a tiny bit more. And I think this is going to be our last run for this episode. So here we go. Not a terrible start, but we need mobs to be close to each other so that I can be hopping around and killing things. Right, let's try and go around this logically. Because I'm really going to need everything to be going in my favour. next area is sort of over here. I might have screwed the pooch in my directional analysis around this area. Okay, Rib Guardian is here. Back we go. It's gonna be really tight if we manage it at all. Oh my word! That much. That much. Fuck yeah, what an amazing, amazing thing. That is so cool. Right, well, let's just murder everyone around. Okay, well, thank you very much for watching, everyone. I'm gonna go through and ID all the stuff. We did miss a consumable up there, but I don't care. This has been so freaking awesome. Thank you very much for watching. I do hope you have enjoyed this episode. I know I have. I mean, it was a little bit frustrating for a while, but it got a lot better at the end. If you are enjoying these videos, be sure to give a thumbs up. If you think I've done really well for achieving that, give a thumbs up as well. I mean, I think I deserve it. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel, you should do so, and you'll be told when the next episode goes live. Otherwise, I'll see you next time for some more Diablo 3. See you soon.